When the Brady Bunch premiered on American television in 1969, who would have thought that nearly 40 years later and counting, audiences could still sing out loud the show's theme song without hesitation? It was indeed, as the song goes, a story, join me, a story about a lovely lady who was bringing up, the very lovely, well, you know the rest, right? And then comes the part about one day when the lady met this fellow with 3 equally very lovely boys, something like that, but you know it. Well, the rest is pop culture history. Enter Robert Reed, who, as Mike Brady, helped set the standards for fatherhood for a generation of teens, preteens, and their parents. And he set the bar pretty high. In the process, Robert created a legacy for himself and a show that endures to this day. In 1991, we talked about TV shows and characters that take on a life of their own long after the show has ended.
It must be nice to be associated with something of endurance. Maybe not.
Well, it is.
In a way.
Given the alternatives. The one nice thing I've always found about it is that when you generally meet people, they have a smile on their face because they associate. I mean, now I'm meeting people who are grown with their own children and say, I grew up in that, and now my kids are watching
Now you want to slap.
And they do it with a smile.
Oh.
If you were playing like some of my friends do, the villains and heavies, you don't get greeted that way.
Also, I think what it is, Bob, is that people, there's a warmth and a closeness that comes from what they've seen you play on television, that they feel very familiar again, is that the factor
I hope so,
of
because we try to
comfortability.
create that. It's, so many of us on these shows create ersatz families, and it's very difficult to do, not so much for the adults because we're grown actors, but for the kids. That's another story, and to make an ensemble group out of kids and adults and make it seem as though they live together is rather hard. And if we accomplish that, I'm very pleased.
There's being pleased, then there's having some doubt, which is what Robert felt and expressed when there was first talk about bringing the cast back together for a reunion series based on the original show.
It was very difficult to update and make it worth anything.
That's coming up in segment 2 with Robert Reed. In the meantime, got a favorite Brady Bunch character or episode? Tell us about it. Post your comments on the RerunIt.com audience page. Look for the link on your screen. If you liked viewing our interview clip with Robert, watch it again. Some things are worth repeating here on RerunIt.com. And don't forget to check out our interview clips with some of your other favorite stars as well. From Los Angeles, I'm Brad Lemack. Thanks for watching.